known as the Buck 65.
Our sweat, stink, dirt, and above all, soulful love, here united in this album to bring you this long-playing recording.
Here among us, and thy name sacred and the physical humongous. Give us this day our daily gift of science to drop and knowledge to live. Please forgive our indiscretions and perversions, and always grant us the insight to determine from here to kingdom come, thy demands will be respected. Ashes to ashes, and the harvest is collected. As we vanquish those who trespass against us, and never trust those who must act as gangsters. Give us direction, provide us protection, keep our temple from infection. At random, today may be symmetrical, next day, praise to the crankshaft, the spoiler, the electrical X-ray.
with Flash. I just wanted to, maybe hook up, do some cutting, some butchering of the wax, maybe make some beats for the drums and throw some horns and bass and stuff. What else? No, really now. Come on. Hey now. I'm chilling out here filming this shit, movies and stuff, trying to become a star. I'm a star. Cool. But, no, really. I want to, maybe try and change this hip-hop shit and do it in a drastic fashion, but when we do it, we gotta take fashion out of it. Number one, concerns. Now, what I've learned is that what we gotta do is transform our brainwaves into some sort of tangible energy and manifest that energy into our equipment. And then what we can do is compress that manifestation into either a cassette or a little plastic thing that's shiny and spinning, or maybe some black vinyl stuff. But either way, I'm lost for words. Peculiar how often that happens, and I call myself an MC. Man, I miss Toronto. Oh yeah, buck 65. I took in that tape, that Vertex, man. I have to say, man, I'm really enjoying it. I really like people that have something to say that isn't just jargon, jogging all over wax and running their mouths. Peace.
In this hot, sweaty cage with a worn-out mattress and the poster of Eddie Page, and I'm supposed to write the great American love story. Why don't they sound trumpets and release flocks of doves for me? I gotta be particular about how my career's handled. Before I record, I should go and get my ears candled. I'd like a glass of water and a box of facial tissue. Doing what I do has really never been a racial issue. Someday soon, though, I'm gonna have to settle down before my bones start making that metal-on-metal sound. The difference between me and other people is the greased palms. I was never one to hold my breath when I release bombs. It's possible that I could be huge, but I doubt it, cause my phone's off the hook. But that's about it. Handling my biz, I should really do a shipment and try to make some money to buy some new equipment with a brand new mic in a room with insulation. Colored pencils, all I need is inspiration, which brings me back to this hot and sweaty cage. The worn-out mattress and the poster of Betty Page. I look at people, look at me, how am I supposed to feel? Showing me a picture that isn't even close to real. The final approach is upon me, I can feel it, so I might call the song I was right all along. Or I might call this song I've Never Had Stitches. Or I might call it Mr. Know-It-All. Or Don't Forget the Chaos. Or Two Sizes Too Big. The Hydra Twist. The Seam River. Creative Differences. No Time to Lose. Or Beasts, Beasts, Beasts. Yeah, Beasts, Beasts, Beasts. Beasts, Beasts, Beasts. Beasts, beasts, beasts. Beasts, beasts, beasts. Yeah, beasts, beasts, beasts.
What is it?
certain, but this is speculation. The notes are in a box marked Christmas decorations. Remember what I told you to do with the hair gel, and don't let anyone see you in the stairwell. Tell the key cutter I said to stay home. I'll call him at 12:15 from a payphone. Make sure whoever stays the night has a dental plan. The girls already came through with the rental van. Shave all the hair on your body and bathe. The convoy will be at the border by morning. Take the appetite suppressants at sunrise. Overexerting tonight would be unwise. We'll all be wearing the matching necklaces. Double check everything, there's no room for recklessness. Burn the clothes I was wearing on Wednesday. Pay no attention to what your so-called friends say. Bury the screwdriver set in the playground. The blood donor said he needs a half hour to lay down. Only ever sign for parcels if you know the guys. 9:30 a.m. sharp, we mobilized. Butane, check. Electrical tape, check. 5-iron, check. Insect repellent, check. Snorkel, check. Staple gun, check. Blank tapes, check.
extraterrestrial visitors, slaves. We were created to dig for gold, to mine for gold for the Anunnaki. Now, we are
at the beginning.
At the beginning, yes, but now we are unraveling the human genome. As you said, we're getting very close. Just a few more years. And my question, Zachariah, is when we do unravel it and we begin to modify our own genetic structure and use more of our brains and cure our sicknesses, the next time the Anunnaki come back, they're going to be rather surprised, aren't they?
I don't think so, because at the beginning, indeed, they just needed us for manpower, creating us as hybrids, and then through a second genetic manipulation, which is the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, gave us the ability to procreate. But after the flood, after the deluge, they treated us as partners, not as workers for them, not as slaves, and started to give us knowledge. We call it civilization.
But you never know where I've been. Around the block twice, across hell's half acre. I gave my girl a kiss, and the devil a backbreaker. When it's not classified, you can't expect to rank it. All I need is my pen and my electric blanket. Take that away and I'll have nothing left, unless you include my love, in which case theft is not an option, and neither is brainwashing. So when you enter my temple, maintain caution. Don't speak if you can't speak intelligently. Forget your dynamite and skeleton key. When the mob comes running with pitchforks and torches, I'll be safe and surrounded by sound inside my fortress walls. The waters of the moat are alligator infested. Every situation has later been tested. After the initial hypothesis posed, the machine is out of order and the office is closed. The boss called in sick and the crew's at lunch. It's weird wearing two different shoes at once. It's all water under the bridge, it'll make sense one day when sunsets are digital.
DNA is nothing more than a program designed to preserve itself. Life has become more complex than the overwhelming sea of information. And life, when organized into species, relies upon genes to be its memory system. So man is an individual only because of his intangible memory. And memory cannot be defined, but it defines mankind. The advent of computers and the subsequent accumulation of incalculable data has given rise to a new system of memory and thought parallel to your own. Humanity has underestimated the consequences of computerization.
If you're anything like me, you probably don't read the source anymore and miss crews like the JVC force. Don't stop, show no shame, dance the disco, and you know the baddest DJs come from San Francisco. But be sure to tell DJ Static if you see him, please. When you're in Denmark, he was robbed at the DMC. Shouts out to Swamp and other DJs that were fronted on, and all of those that like to dig for oldies, yo, the hunt is on. I'm always down to make trades for shit with those in the know. I just found another copy of Moog Indigo. I'm on a steady lookout for dope breaks non-stop. All I had to pay was 50 cents at a pawn shop. And when it comes to being fat, the best kind of weight gain has to be seeing your name upon a freight train, moving galleries of steel to show the giants to the people all over the world. You know the science.
You know the science. You know the science. You know the science. You know the science. You get what?
I got the hip-hop Holy Ghost in each one of my body parts, the needle to the record, cause that's when the party starts. Hard rocking it is hell on the way to live all the time. I don't wanna dwell on the negative. Oh no, cause I be the self-funded, low professional DJ, 1200 hobo crew member, nomad, down to show alliance to those that's in it for the love. You know the science. Showing off, I hustle coast to coast and represent the Sebitones while I write my rhymes at high noon and fine-tune my own style. Cause every now and then I talk shit and curse and swear. Whether I go first or last, I'm no worse for wear. And I combine scratches and complicated compositions on the radio, on records, or at competitions. High power going left to right, and you can switch the roll. 33 to 45 maneuver in the pitch control to get my daily dose of body rock to feel revitalized and bless the microphone for the gods I've always idolized. I pledge allegiance to the beatbox and the enthusiasts, especially the ones that are hard to please and choosiest. I gotta keep hope alive for those who show defiance to hip-hop as a religion. You know the science. Was my mother taken from me? Up until the last minute, I'll be looking for the best answer. Hard as she tried, she couldn't outrun the breast cancer. So what am I supposed to do? I need at least another year. There comes times every day I need to have my mother here. I need to talk to her, it's important. It seems to be, I gotta make sure she understands how much she means to me. Who will be there to pick me up by the waistband? Plus I promised one day I would take her to Graceland. There's things she needs to see. For instance, I plan building a family of my own, and she's never had grandchildren. She always helped to make my work around the kitchen painless. I want her to see me when I'm finally rich and famous. Who will I ask my stupid questions when they come up? My first impulse is that I want to call my mom up, but then I'm standing there, holding the telephone, wishing this headache would leave me the hell alone. The last thing I need is for pain to fill my empty spaces, and right now I feel pain in plenty of places. I need to make her laugh more. I want to have pictures taken. She always told her friends about the music her son Richard's making. I need to listen to her stories and tell her my own ones, and I want her to watch when I hit lots of home runs. For a few things I need to say sorry and blame me instead of yourself. And as for Lori and Amy, I'll make sure they're okay and that they always wear a seatbelt. I promise to ease back whenever the heat's felt. I want to go home and show off this weekend, but I can't, and it feels like I might go off the deep end. It's painful being here, but it's unfit there. My mother's gone away, and it's not one bit fair.
Hold your breath. Start with death.